At exactly 3 o'clock local time, on the morning of June 6, 2025, 17 Ukrainian OSA drones began their final descent on Engels Air Base. Like wolves circling their prey, they had been airborne for 6 hours, traveling 750 kilometers through hostile airspace. No GPS. No radio. No communication with each other. And for the last 30 minutes, no human control. Their final instructions had already been committed. Their onboard AI, trained on over 10,000 satellite images, was about to do something no one thought possible: take a handful of parts ordered from AliExpress, and bring a $500 million air defense network to its knees. The lead drone's thermal camera locks onto a bright cluster of heat, the Crippled fuel depot. But this isn't guesswork. The AI interprets the blurry 640 by 480 thermal feed with deadly precision. It sees beyond the heat. It understands the infrastructure: tank layouts, pipe networks, ventilation ports. Tank number 4, temperature, 15.7 degrees Celsius. Tank 7, 12.1 degrees Celsius. Tank 12, 11.8 degrees Celsius. Tank 1, 13.2 degrees C. That 3.6 degrees difference tells the whole story. Tank 4 was recently filled. Maximum vapor pressure. Maximum volatility. Maximum destruction potential, and here's where the threat becomes existential. Each drone runs this analysis independently. No central control, no consensus vote. Just 17 identical minds, reaching the same conclusion. Tank 4 becomes the first target. Each drone selects its own unique attack vector: Drone 1 from 270 degrees. Drone 2 from 275 degrees. A calculated 5-degree offset ensures overlapping blast zones without collisions. Like throwing rocks from slightly different angles, cellular connection barely holds at 1 bar. Hijack Russian SIM cards gasping for bandwidth. In 30 seconds, the drones will drop below 50 meters, and cut contact forever. From this point forward, not even their human operators in Kyiv can intervene. They're spectators now. Each drone is powered by a Chinese-made $89 flight controller, a Pixhawk knockoff. Yet it's running collision avoidance at 10 Hz, with ultrasonic sensors forming a 2-meter safety bubble. It's worked flawlessly for 745 kilometers. It just needs to work for 5 more minutes. At 10 kilometers out, the swarm transforms from chaos into choreography. A loose gaggle becomes an attack matrix. 7 drones climb to 80 meters, to strike where the tank roof is thinnest. 5 maintain 50 meters, aimed at the vapor-rich upper walls. 5 descend to 30 meters, to hit the structural welds where steel fatigue does its worst. The S-400 radar sweeps at 3:01. It misses the drones by 2 seconds. They are below its radar horizon, hidden by Earth's curvature, but the operator feels it. Something's wrong. The skies are too quiet. In the lead drone's memory, a silent countdown reaches 0. At the designated coordinates, the autopilot takes over. No human can stop it. No jamming can deceive it. Instruction point nose at tank 4. Maintain 42 meters per second, detonate on impact. At 3:02, the signal drops. All 17 drones enter full autonomous mode. Engels is defended by one of the world's most expensive air defense systems, S-400 battery, capable of hitting targets at 400 km. 4 pantsir S1 units, each bristling with missiles and twin 30mm cannons. Pole 21 GPS jammers creating spoofing bubbles. Total value over $1 billion. But technology has a weakness. It expects complexity. It expects speed. It never expected this much simplicity. At 50 meters altitude, the S-400 can't detect them until 20 kilometers out, and by then, they'll have less than 5 minutes to impact. The radar library is confused. An F-15? No problem. Cruise missile? Tracked, but these? Slow plastic quadcopters, with radar signatures smaller than a pigeon. The system logs them as low priority or unknown. At 3:03, a pantsir radar finally registers a contact. Speed, 151 km per hour, altitude, 50 meters, too fast for a bird. Too slow for a missile. Too low for anything that should be there. The operator zooms in. Thermal image reveals 4 rotors. 1 drone. Then another. Then 17. Without waiting for orders, he presses auto engage. A 57 times 10 to the power of 6 missile launches, Mach 2.8 in 3 seconds. But the radar flickers. At 2.1 kilometers, the missile's proximity fuse looks for a radar echo. It sees nothing. The drone is too small, the missile misses by 3 meters, close enough to rattle the drone, but not enough to kill it. The drone pops up 20 meters, then dives again. The missile guidance system loses lock. Across the base, other pantsirs open fire, missiles scream into the night, autocannons trace gold arcs across the sky, but it's like trying to swat mosquitoes with machine guns. By 3:06, luck strikes. 1 drone is hit during a turn, presenting a larger radar profile. A missile connects, shredding it in mid-air. 16 remain. And now they're inside minimum missile range. Only the 30 mm guns remain, but they're aimed dangerously close to their own fuel depot. 1 stray round could do the enemy's job for them. At 3:08, the lead drone impacts Tank 4. A shaped charge punches through 8 mm of steel and detonates inside the vapor chamber. The explosion doesn't just ignite, it detonates. A shockwave travels at 2,800 meters per second. The tank roof becomes a 15-ton frisbee, flung 200 meters. The wall peels open. 2,000 tons of fuel spill like molten lava. 10 seconds later, Tank 1. Then Tank 7. Then Tank 12. Each impact timed for a cascading failure. The fire suppression system activates, spewing 50,000 liters of expired foam. But it's like spitting at a volcano, fire crews can't get within 500 meters. Their paint bubbles from the heat. Thermometers break. Fuel keeps flowing from other tanks through cracked pipelines, feeding the blaze. By 3:18, Tank 6 BLEVEs, boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion. This wasn't ordinary fuel. It was cryo-treated jet fuel for Tu-95MS and Tu-160 nuclear bombers. It can't be replaced with commercial kerosene. With $10,000 worth of plastic and copper, Ukraine grounded Russia's strategic bomber fleet, and now, every Russian air base commander has the same thought: if drones can travel 600 kilometers undetected, and Moscow is 700 kilometers away, what comes next?